Practica tu inglés con el siguiente video que te voy a mostrar. Esta vez un artista que trabaja con modelos muy hermosas. Viene un cliente a buscarlo y a decirle que necesita un cuadro. Entonces el artista le muestra los cuadros de diversos modelos que él tiene, que son bellísimas, y el cliente misteriosamente le dice que no, que eso no es lo que él quiere. Y entonces le saca un ejemplo de lo que él quiere. Es el cuadro de una mujer con un rostro monstruoso. Entonces, ambos se estrechan la mano y él, evidentemente, el artista quedó de dibujarle algo parecido a lo que él tiene. Entonces, cuando el cliente se va, el artista empieza a pensar cómo pudiera él eh, satisfacer a este cliente. Entonces se le ocurre una idea, traer un vidrio distorsionado que distorsiona la imagen y con esa base pintar a la modelo. Entonces trae el vidrio, lo coloca sobre la modelo y le da una figura distorsionada y base a ello, entonces dibuja la cara de una modelo que parece un monstruo. Cuando llega el artista le parece magnífico y lo compra. Ahí va el modelo, que ahí va el video. What does the artist show the customer at first?
He shows them paintings of beautiful women.
Does the customer like the paintings?
No, he doesn't.
What does the customer want the artist to paint?
He wants him to paint a monster.
What does the artist have that gives him an idea?
He has a distorted piece of glass, like an uneven mirror.
What happens when the artist places the glass in front of the model?
The model's image becomes distorted. She looks strange and frightening instead of beautiful.
Does the woman still look normal in the distorted glass?
No, she looks weird and scary.
What does the artist see when he looks at her through the glass?
He sees a distorted image on the beautiful woman.
Does the distorted image give the artist an idea?
Yes, it gives him the idea for the monster.
What does the artist do with the distorted image?
He uses it as the basis for his monster painting.
What does the artist finally paint?
He paints a frightening monster.
What happens when the customer returns?
He looks at the painting and is very happy with it. He thinks it's perfect.
Why did the artist use the distorted glass?
Because it changed the beautiful woman's features into something strange, and that inspired the monster design.
What's the clever idea behind the cartoon?
The clever idea is that the artist turns the distorted reflection of a beautiful woman into the monster the customer asked for, which makes the ending
Why
funny.
is the cartoon funny?
It's funny because the artist uses a beautiful woman and a distorted mirror to create the requested monster.
Yes. Okay. Can you please describe the whole cartoon in your own words?
Sure. The cartoon begins with an artist showing paintings of beautiful women to a customer. The customer doesn't like them and asks for a monster painting instead. After the customer leaves, the artist holds a distorted piece of glass in front of a beautiful model. Our reflection looks strange and scary, so he uses that image to paint a monster. When the customer returns, he sees the monster painting and is very pleased, thinking it's exactly what he wanted. The joke is that The artist transforms beauty into something monstrous using the distorted mirror.
Thank you very much. That was very good.
Glad to hear it. I'm here anytime you want to talk more.
All right. Now you're going to listen to a clearer voice, to another voice by another AI.
The cartoon shows an artist, a customer, and a beautiful female model. At first, the artist shows the customer several paintings of beautiful women. However, the customer doesn't like them. He wants the artist to paint something very different, a monster. After the customer leaves, the artist gets an idea. He has a distorted piece of glass or an uneven mirror. When he places it in front of the beautiful model, her reflection becomes distorted and strange. Instead of seeing a normal, beautiful woman, the artist sees a distorted image of her face and body. The artist looks carefully at the model through this distorted glass. The strange image gives him an idea. He can use the distorted image as the basis for the monster the customer requested. So the artist takes what he sees through the uneven glass and transforms the distorted image into a frightening monster in his painting. When the customer comes back, he looks at the finished painting and is delighted. He thinks the painting is exactly what he wanted. Why is it funny? The humor comes from the artist's clever solution. Instead of simply imagining a monster, he uses a beautiful woman and a distorted mirror to create the monster's appearance. Questions and answers 1. What does the artist show the customer at first? He shows him paintings of beautiful women. 2. Does the customer like the paintings? No, he doesn't. 3. What does the customer want the artist to paint? He wants the artist to paint a monster. 4. What does the artist have that gives him an idea? He has an uneven or distorted piece of glass, like a strange mirror. 5. What happens when the artist places the glass in front of the model? The image of the model becomes distorted. 6. Does the woman still look normal in the distorted glass? No, her image looks strange and distorted. 7. What does the artist see when he looks at her through the glass? He sees a distorted image of the beautiful woman. 8. Does the distorted image give the artist an idea? Yes, it gives him the idea for the monster. 9. What does the artist do with the distorted image? He uses it as the basis for painting a monster. 10. What does the artist finally paint? He paints a frightening monster. 11. What happens when the customer returns? He looks at the painting. 12. Does the customer like the painting? Yes. He thinks it is perfect. 13. Why does the artist use the distorted glass? Because it changes the beautiful woman's image into something strange that can inspire the monster. 14. What is the clever idea behind the cartoon? The artist uses a beautiful woman plus distorted glass equals the idea for a monster. 15. Why is the cartoon funny? It is funny because the artist finds a creative way to turn the image of a beautiful woman into a monster.
Well, what you should do is memorize all of the sentences the AI used to describe the cartoon. Remember, stay away from your own language. And you have to do it many times. The first time is just a smattering of the whole thing, just the beginning, just the beginning. Do it many times until you use the vocabulary and sentences the AI uses. That's it. Please give me a like. I need it. And be on the alert for the next one. See you later.